That's a robot goalkeeper. It has never been told what a goalkeeper is. Nobody wrote a single line of code telling it to dive, or when to jump, or that a ball falls as it flies. An hour earlier, it was this. Last time, we trained the guy taking the penalty. We didn't teach him technique, we just gave him a score. Ball in the net, good. Ball wide, bad. And we let him fail 10,000 times until he stopped failing. It worked. But there was a cheat. The keeper was a script. Every move it made, a human worked out in advance, so we are firing the human. Here's what that keeper has to figure out in the half second between the kick and the ball arriving. Where is this ball going to cross my line? Not where it is pointed where it will be. Over 11 meters, gravity drags it a meter down. Aim at the straight line and you get beaten. How long does my jump take? Where should I jump? At what speed? These are what can I control while the feet are on the ground. And here's the cruel one. The moment this thing leaves the ground, it has no control at all. Whatever it decided at takeoff is what it is getting. I had to fine-tune the code and parameters manually. It involved 140 lines of physics. I initially asked Claude to code the solution, but it failed to achieve the desired performance after numerous iterations. There must be a better way. So here's the entire instruction set for the Learning Keeper. 2 parts. Part 1 is just the rules of the game. Every keeper on Earth knows this much. Part 2 is a hint. 1 number, how far are you from the spot the ball is going to arrive at? Smaller is better. That's the whole coaching manual. Notice what's missing. We never mention jumping, or gravity, or that it can't steer in midair. We're not telling it how to keep goal, we're telling it what we want. To visualize the learning progress, we overlapped 100 penalties at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the learning. The middle of the learning saved a lot. At the end, very few ball get into the goal. Stage 1, and I want you to actually sit in this because this is the part everybody skips. It is not trying. It is not failing. It genuinely does not know the round object has anything to do with anything. It shuffles, it twitches, it wanders off, and the ball sails past. 85 goals out of 100. It stops 2, and both are accidents. The ball happens to hit it. 500,000 time steps later, it is still letting in 86. 700,000, 75. Flat for a third of the entire run. Watching live, you would assume it was broken and kill it. Then, somewhere around 700,000, it finds something. And it isn't skill. It's the cheapest possible trick that makes its score go up, get closer to the ball. Then it stops wandering and comes the breakthrough. It begins making excellent high jump saves. Watch as it starts moving. It moves before the ball is anywhere near it. It has stopped reacting to where the ball is and started betting on where it is going to be. Nobody taught it to predict. We only ever handed it a distance. But the only way to make that distance small when the ball arrives is to leave early. Prediction is what it invented to maximize score. And now the jumping timing has improved too. Giving up control stops being a gamble and becomes the entire trick. It commits. Look at what happens to the goals. 75 conceded at 700,000, 53 at 800, 21 at 1,000,000, 8 at 1.2. The last 500,000 barely changes anything. 8 conceded, then 5, then 3, and then it just wobbles there. It already knows what to do. It's cleaning up timing. Centimeters and milliseconds. 85 goals down to 2. And it is still not perfect. These are shots it still can't save after 2 million attempts. More training may help. Alright, moment of truth. The whole reason we did this is that writing the keeper by hand was miserable. So, did it pay off? 100 penalties. Human code on one side, learn behavior on the other. Testing 100 identical penalties. Same shot, same order. The handwritten script let in 29. The one that taught itself let in 4. So the thing that was never told a single rule of physics beat the thing I derived the physics for. In under an hour, on a desktop PC. But there's something I have to be straight with you about. The striker is scripted to picks from 12 aim points at the goal, with a few degrees of wobble. 12. So I cannot tell you this keeper learned to save penalties. It might have just learned to save these penalties. We're going to fix that. But first, the experiment I was completely wrong about. There were 2 parts, the rules and the hint. What happens if we delete the hint? Everything else identical, same robot, same striker, same 2 million attempts. It just loses the number telling it whether it is getting warmer. Now, the textbook answer is that this fails. To learn from a save is good, you have to make a save. And if you are flailing at random, you never make one. That is what I expected to show you. That is not what happened. 3 goals, it let in 3, with no hint at all. And here's why. Our goal is 7.3 meters wide, but the keeper starts in the middle of it. So even a keeper doing nothing intelligent stops 2 or 3 shots in 100. 2% is not much, but it is not 0. And rare but not 0 is the only thing reinforcement learning needs. It got a foothold and climbed slower. And look at what the hint actually bought. For the first half of the climb, nothing. They hit 50 conceded at the exact same moment. The gap only opens in the middle. The hint didn't teach it something it couldn't have discovered. The hint just got it there faster. I do not want to oversell this, because we got lucky. Our accidental save rate was 2%. If that number goes to 0, then there genuinely is nothing to learn from. So the real lesson isn't that hints don't matter, it's that hints matter most when you'd otherwise never stumble into success at all. So we have a striker that learned to score against a script, and a keeper that learned to save against a script. Both trained against something that never fought back. Next time, we take the scripts away and point them at each other. Every time the striker finds a new corner, the keeper has to cover it. It can also go horribly wrong. 2 AIs can spiral into a private little world, a striker that only shoots one corner, a keeper that only guards that corner. Both convinced they're brilliant and useless against anybody else. That is episode 3. If you want to find out whether they turn into world-class athletes or 2 robots stuck in a loop, subscribe. See you next time.